pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for coming today. You guys sacrificed a lot, and this is a way of showing appreciation. And we want to thank the Daughters of America Revolution, and you're now called the Heritage US 12.
US 12 Heritage Trail Chapter.
Heritage 12 Trail Chapter. So thank you for what they've done. They added a little bit more to it this year, of giving you certificates. I think very appropriate, and that's a way of showing the appreciation for the time that you spent. You know, you came back in a time that we didn't show you the recognition that you really needed to get. And so this is just one example in one way that we can give you that recognition that you didn't get when you came home, for all that you endured, all you sacrificed. So again, thank you. It seems that every time we have this, there's sun and warm weather before this day and after this day. But the day that we do this, regardless of what day it is, it's overcast, it's cool outside. But we want to give a warm reception to you and thank you for everything that you did for defending our country. So Debbie would like to share a speech that is shared at each one of these events.
Yeah, there are about 1,600 of these events around the United States today, and so I'm giving a speech that they are also going to be giving, because I thought that would be the most meaningful for all of you. So just good morning to everybody. Welcome to this ceremony honoring the Vietnam veterans on this, our National Vietnam War Veterans Day. And as mentioned, I'm Debbie Reister. Truly, we are proud partners with the United States of America Vietnam War commemoration. This national commemoration was authorized by Congress, established under the Secretary of Defense, and launched by the President in 2012. Its primary purpose to thank and honor Vietnam veterans and their families for their service and sacrifice. Today, we join thousands of communities throughout this nation in doing just that. For those who may not be aware, the Vietnam War Veterans Recognition Act of 2017 established the 29th of March in perpetuity as a national day to recognize the previously unsung patriotism of our Vietnam veterans. It's okay. So National Vietnam War Veterans Day joined the 6 other annual military-centric national observances codified in law, among them Memorial Day, Independence Day, and Veterans Day. So this is in that same category. So today we gather for 3 key reasons. First, to honor those from Branch County who, in President Abraham Lincoln's words, gave their last full measure of devotion. Those who to us, our family, are also counted among the 58,318 men and women, their average age 23 years, whose names are engraved in the polished black granite of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, also known as the Wall, in Washington, D.C. Please join me in a moment of silence respecting their collective sacrifice. Cars were nice enough also to be quiet, weren't they? Thank you. Next, we recognize those who served but are no longer among us, as well as their families, who endured untold sacrifices in supporting their service. If you are a family to someone who served during the Vietnam War period but is no longer with us, allow us to honor you both. We appreciate all of you. Finally, we gather today to humbly thank the Vietnam veterans living in our community. So I ask everyone who served on active duty at any time from 1 November 1955 to 15 May 1975, regardless of location, Please raise your hand so we might recognize your service and sacrifice. And finally, acknowledge you in the waiting which you deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, your Vietnam vets. Everybody raise your hand with the vet. All right. Thank you so much for your service. Okay, find my place here. And if their families will raise their hands and join them, you also are to be commended for the sacrifices you endured for this country. I'm sure there are family members here as well. So, thank you for your sacrifice. Clearly, there is something about this special day that stirs our hearts and helps cleanse those who served. Is it the memory of those who gave the ultimate sacrifice cutting into our hearts the same way their names are etched in the black rock of the wall? Whatever the reason, it is important that every one of you Vietnam veterans and your families understand the prominent place you now occupy in the conscience of our nation, and the remarkable measure of esteem in which you are held by friends, neighbors, and countrymen. More remains to be done. These accomplishments, along with the establishment of our annual National Vietnam War Veterans Day, all point to remarkable progress as we pursue this noble mission. As a lasting memento of the nation's gratitude, the commemoration designed a Vietnam veteran lapel pin with intent of having commemorative partners publicly present one to each veteran who served during the Vietnam War period. And you all received, those have received, everybody should have received one today. Also, if there is anyone here this morning whose name is not read, or we obviously gave to you, if there's somebody that hasn't received one, let me know, and we'll get you the certificate and the pin as well. And as long as you served on active duty in the U.S. military at any time between November 1, 1955 and May 15, 1975, regardless of location. There was a question about this, whether if you served in the United States, like you were doing stocking or you were doing maintenance of some kind, you're still a Vietnam vet because you were in the military. We invite you to come forward, and we will be privileged to present your lapel pin, which we have already done. Obviously, the families here can take pictures. Thank you for your service, and God bless America.